Now, good morning, grade 2. How are you today? I hope you are fine. Are you ready for our reading lesson today? So pay attention and listen carefully, please. Today is Wednesday, 8th of April, 2020. Our story is Red, White, and Blue, the story of the American flag. This is the title of the story. So the title is Red, White, and Blue, the story of the American flag. The author is John Herman. The genre is informational text. The skill is author's purpose. Now, let's talk about the genre. The genre is informational text. What's the meaning of informational text? Informational text gives facts about real people, places, or events that reflect history or traditions of communities. So it gives facts about the topic. So the informational text means the facts about real people. So the informational text gives us facts about real people or real places or real events that reflect history or traditions of communities. Okay, this is the meaning of the informational text. So what's the informational text? All of you gives facts about real people, places, or events. So informational text gives facts about real people, places, or events that reflect history or traditions of communities. Okay, so the informational text gives facts about the topic. Okay, about the topic. Okay, now let's watch this video.
Informational texts tell facts. Facts are always true. Authors write informational books to teach other people facts about a topic. These books are fiction. They are made-up stories. They are not informational. These books are non-fiction. They are informational because they teach facts about a topic. Informational texts often have special text features like a table of contents, headings, and a glossary.
Okay, now let's talk about the skill. The skill here in this story is about the author's purpose. Author's purpose. What's the meaning of author's purpose? The author purpose means the reason. Why did the author write this story or this essay or this play? Okay, so the author, all the authors have a reason or purpose for writing. The details and information that they present demonstrate their purpose. Okay. Ask yourself, what does the author want me to learn or think as a result of reading or viewing their work? Okay, so why did the author write this story? He wants me what? To learn what? To think what? Okay, this is the author's purpose. So the author's purpose means the reason or the purpose for the writing. Again, all authors have a reason or purpose for writing. The details and information that they present demonstrate their purpose. Ask yourself, what does the author want me to learn or think as a result of reading or viewing this or their work? Okay, let's watch this video.
Finding author's purpose. Why is the author writing this story? It can be as easy as P-I-E, pie. After reading a text, we have to ask ourselves certain questions about the text. Author's purpose is why the author wrote the story. He might have written it to persuade us, inform us, or even just entertain us. We have to look for clues in the story. Author's purpose. I need to ask myself, did the author try to change my opinion? Did the author try to convince me of something? If so, he was trying to persuade me. Author's purpose. Did the author give me facts? Did the author try to teach me something? If so, he was trying to inform me of good information. And lastly, I need to ask, did the author try to make me laugh? Did the author try to tell me a story? If so, he was looking to entertain me. Let's eat pie by looking at the author's purpose in our story.
Now let's make a brief review for the vocabs. The first word we have America. What's the meaning of America? America is the United States of America. It is a country, okay? The United States of America. Birthday. What's the meaning of birthday? Birthday, the day someone was born or something began, usually celebrated yearly. So, the birthday, the day someone was born or something began, usually celebrated yearly. Flag. Flag is a piece of cloth, usually with square corners, with a picture or a pattern that stands for a place or country. Freedom. What's the meaning of freedom? Freedom means the condition of not being under someone's control. The condition of not being under someone's control. This is the meaning of freedom. Not being under someone's control. Sailed. What's the meaning of sailed? Moved smoothly like a ship with sails to move quickly. Okay, this is the meaning of sailed. Sailed, moved smoothly like a ship with sails or to move quickly. Nicknames. Nicknames. What's the meaning of nicknames? Names used instead of the real names. Okay, for example, we have Emily. The real name is Emily, and the nickname is AIM. Okay, so this is the nickname. Nicknames, names used instead of real names. Stripes. What's the meaning of stripes? Stripes mean long, narrow bands of color. Okay, long, narrow bands of color. As you can see down, you have two pictures here. Show the stripes, long, narrow bands of color. Now listen carefully to the story.
Over the years, the flag became more and more important to people. In 1812, the United States was at war with England again. British soldiers came to America. They sailed up our rivers. They marched down our streets. They even burned down the White House, the home of the president.
Flag from battle at Fort McHenry.
On the night of September 13, 1814, British soldiers bombed a fort in Maryland. All that night, a man watched the fighting. His name was Francis Scott Key. He was afraid. What if the American soldiers in the fort gave up? But in the early morning light, he saw the stars and stripes. It was still flying above the fort. He knew American soldiers had won the battle. Key felt very proud. He wrote a poem about the flag on the fort. The poem was "The Star-Spangled Banner." Later, the poem was put to music. This song about our flag became a song for our whole country.
Francis Scott Key.
The flag that Francis Scott Key saw had 15 stripes and 15 stars. Why? Because by then there were two more states, Vermont and Kentucky. Our country was getting bigger. People were heading out west. In time, more places were going to want to be states. Soon there would be too many stripes to fit on the flag. Congress had to do something. So in 1818, this is what was decided. The flag would go back to 13 red and white stripes. And in the blue box would be one white star for each state. Every time there was a new state, a new star would be added.
American flag.
Now open your Readers and Writers Notebook, page 495. Write the answer to each question. I will read the story for you, then we will solve together. Okay? A day to celebrate. September 15 is a holiday in Japan. It is called Kiro no Hi. This is a day when one shows respect for older people. Kiro no Hi became a national day in 1966. Today, people in Japan give gifts to people who are 70 years old or older. It is a way to let the older people know they are special and important. Older people may celebrate their long life with their families on this day. In some schools, children make gifts to give to their grandparents. Communities have celebrations such as sports events on Kiro no Hi. Tokyo, the largest city in Japan, has a special ceremony for the country's older citizens. Now, what is the topic of this story? The story talks about what? The main idea. What is it? The story talks about Kira no Hi, a holiday in Japan. Okay, what is the purpose of Kira no Hi? The purpose. What's the meaning of purpose? The reason. Why Japan have this holiday? So why did Japan has this holiday? To show respect for older people. Why do you think the author wrote this story? The purpose of the author's purpose. Why did he write this story? To inform the reader about a holiday in Japan. Okay, now check your answers.